Hey loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary Akomas and I welcome you all to Merryliving. So guys, if this is your first time bumping into this pretty face, please do not make it your last, okay? Consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate, okay? Today we're going to be doing a get ready with me video, okay? So I want to head out and I have a lot of time, all right, on my hands. So I decided to quickly shoot this video and, do a get ready with me. So without further ado, let us jump right into this video.
Yeah.
So guys, the first thing you do when you want to, have that sweet flawless makeup is make sure your face is moisturized, okay? I use my Dr. Teals to moisturize my face, okay? So I'm using this much. I think I'll take out this ring. So the next thing I like to go in with is my primer. I always use the Hegai and Esther. Okay, so this is what I hope this is focused. Yeah, so this is what I always use. I'll just go in with, again, just this much and rub it in. Now what this does is it gives your face like a dewy look. Okay, it gives your face a dewy look to work on. I'll quickly go over my brows, and then after the brows I'll tell you this juicy scary story that I have. Just a moment, okay? This is what our brows are looking like. We use a concealer to give it a very fine shape. Now you saw right and you read the title right, a week of bad events in my life. Guys, it was a very scary week for me. The first bad event actually took place on a Monday. You know how Mondays are, you just wake up to go to work and then boom, something happens and you're like, okay, if this stuff is happening to me at the start of the week, then how is the week going to end? So that was really the story of my life. So yeah, let's go ahead and quickly conceal our brows and then we'll continue with the story, okay? So to conceal my brows, I'll be making use of this angle brush by Yanga Beauty. I'll also be making use of my Pro Concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer. Let's do that quickly. On a Monday morning, Monday of last month, I think, my husband could not take me to work. I decided to take the public transport. That was the only option I had. And guys, I got to my junction, the bus stop close to my house, and this taxi stopped for me. I boarded, and the taxi was a man in front and two women at the back, then the driver. Okay, so you have the driver, you have one man in front, and then you have two women at the back. Okay, yeah, so I entered, and one of the women, the one that I sat next to, she had a baby. Innocently, I hopped into the taxi and we started moving. Now the next thing I started hearing was this lady with a baby. First of all, she was cooing her child. This child should be around 3 to 5 years old. Okay, so the child was, I don't know, the child was just itchy. The child was not comfortable. You could tell that child was very uncomfortable in that car. So she was trying to, calm the child down. So I was a bit uncomfortable, okay, because the child was crying uncontrollably by this time. The person in front was like, madam, what's in the happen now? Calm your child down, and I didn't say anything. In fact, one thing I know about myself is if I am in a public transport, in a public vehicle, as far as I'm the only person I know in that taxi, in that vehicle, is myself, I won't say a word to anybody. I would just keep my mouth shut. So that was what happened on that day. I was just observing. I didn't say anything. The woman now brought out a 200 naira note and handed it over to the driver, okay? And she was like, oh, driver, take, I will soon drop. So the driver was like, this woman is like, you're trying me. he was speaking it in pidgin. It's like, you're trying me because I don't even understand. Did I tell you that 200 naira is my charge? Which one? Why they give me 200 naira? Why they give me 200 naira? In my mind, I was like, what's going on here? Okay, it was I can understand. In fact, I was trying to understand that maybe the woman didn't have enough transport fare on her. Okay, so she was trying to beg the driver to accept the little that she had, and I actually felt pity for her because she has a child with her, and it would be somehow for the driver to just come down from the taxi and embarrass her. And in fact, I was close to saying, okay, how much is her balance? I'll pay. Something just told me to keep quiet. Like, I did not utter a word. Okay, so I just kept my mouth shut, and I was trying to understand what was going on. I'll be going in with this adventure foundation. That's what I'll be going in with. Just a moment. We're going to pump that on the face. I'll use my this is almost finished, my setting mist. Set my face and some on the brush. I like to do this a lot, and then I'll use that to blend. So yeah, I was close to saying, okay, how much is what's her balance? I'll complete it. But something just told me to keep short. So the driver parked at this point, parked and was, threatening to come down. Other people in the car were like, madam, now pay now. Which one? Waiting they do you? That is by other people, I mean the man in front and the other lady at the back. Madam, pay now. Waiting they do you? Waiting be this one. Pay up your money. Pay up your money. In my mind, I was like, okay, because I didn't enter. Mind you, I was the last person to board the taxi. This taxi came with those people in it already, so I was just, quote and unquote lucky to have met that taxi at that time. Lucky and unlucky anyway. Lucky in the sense that if they weren't 419ers, I would have made it earlier to my office. But since they were 419ers, that was the unlucky, the unfortunate incident there. But yeah, so I decided in my mind, I was like, okay, so what is going on here now? Are you carrying this woman or are you not carrying? I didn't say anything. I was like, everything was just playing, in my mind. I was like, so is he carrying the woman or is he not carrying the woman? Let us move. He just parked. They were arguing, and then next thing the woman said was, I beg, no verse. I did tell you, my husband came back one day and I've been suspecting him. So I was washing, I saw a key in his pocket. I used the key to open one of the drawers, and I saw cartons of dollars. So the woman sat next to me did Jesus. As she did Jesus, you would think that I would contribute to the gist, right? I just kept my mouth shut because, okay, first off, this type of thing have happened to some people that I know. Okay, it's not new in Nigeria that you have people 419ers. Okay, you have a lot of them, and I'm not saying this to badmouth Nigeria. I mean, there are 419ers everywhere, all over the world. Okay, they are fraudsters, they are fraudulent people all over the world. But I just happened to, experience them firsthand on this particular day. So yeah, she said something about, the husband came back with cartons of dollars. That's why she just carried it, that she's trying to see how she'll put it away, please, that she does not mind for them to share it. At this point, that was my cue to knowing that, okay, these people are looking for my mouth. And how this thing works is the moment you say Jack, they've hypnotized you. Okay, so I don't know how they do it, but the moment you contribute to whatever it is they are saying, you're hooked. And that was a Monday morning, and in my mind I was saying, not today, this is not going to happen to me today. So the next thing I just said was, please, I'd like to come down. So when I was saying I'd like to come down, I just saw that everybody's demeanor changed, like their body movement, everything. I was sitting close to the door. Mind you, I was the last person that entered the taxi, so I sat close to the door. Before I could even complete my sentence, I opened the door, and I don't know how I came down. I don't know if I jumped. I don't know how I got down from that taxi, but I know that was the end of the journey for me and those people. Now, the woman that wanted to come down from the taxi didn't come down again. So, the taxi just zoomed off. This was very early in the morning. The taxi just zoomed off. So when I came down, I was shaking. I was in shock because I've heard this thing happened and it has never happened to me, okay? I've just heard people talk about it and, you know, just sympathize with them, but it has never happened to me. So then I decided to call my husband. Guys, guess what? I left my phone at home. It was a very funny thing because I wanted to call my husband so that, you know, he could come pick me where I am, because I was just in the middle of where I could not take any taxi. And mind you, this was on the highway. So I was shaking, I was shivering, okay? Like I was in control of my body, but you know, I was shaking. Do you understand? So when I decided to call him, he's like, my phone, I just realized that I didn't come out with my phone. So what I did was I had to walk backwards to where I could get taxi, and that was how I got to the office. Used a colleague's phone to call my husband, and then he was like, oh my gosh, no, there's no how you're going to work again on public transportation except you're going with somebody that, you know, we know. But yeah, so guys, that was my first horrible event that week. I'm done with my foundation, so I hope I blended this well. The next thing I'll be doing is applying my eyeshadow. So yeah, for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette by Tara, okay, Queen Aminatu. So yes, this is it. I really love this is my go-to, and it has a lot of vibrant colors in it, okay? So yeah, sorry I didn't tell you, but I'm going in with this one, this brown shade, a coffee brown shade. That's what I'm using, you know, to contour my you know, the eye area or the crease or whatever this is called. So yeah, I'm using it to go in here, just up here, okay, and then I'm blending that out. I'll be going in with this color, okay. I want to go in with this blue, and then I'll give you the second bad event that happened to me, okay. So guys, this is what we have on our eyes. So yeah, the second bad event that happened was still in that week, okay. So, you know, because of the event I just told you about, my husband decided, you know, I'll be dropping you off at the office every single day. I don't want to hear stories, okay? So yes, on this particular day, that same week, I think it happened on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, one of, you know, those days in the week, he dropped me off at my office and was going home. So much later, my phone rang. It was my husband. I picked, and then he was like, babe, I just got into an accident. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? What happened? And then, you know, now what happened is, before we go to work every morning, he makes sure to check if there is oil in the car, or if, you know, there's water shortage in one of those things. He just checks the bonnet, okay. He opens the bonnet. So on this particular day, it happened that he checked, you know, did his normal check, but did not close the bonnet properly. And so why, you know, after dropping me off, he was going back, you know, leaving my office. What happened next was his bonnet flew open, and then he smashed his windscreen. You know, he was inside, and that's just as much as I know. Okay, so I was really scared because I have seen that thing happen before, and it's not a funny, it's something that is not funny at all. It's actually very serious, especially if you're in high speed. And the only reason the bonnet is going to fly open like that is because, you know, he was on a high speed, like he was speeding, of course, but not over speeding. The good part of it is that there was no incoming vehicle, or, you know, like the road was clear. There was no vehicle speeding beside him or in front of, or, you know, just, I don't know, like it was just, I don't know what to make out of it. It was just a very crazy week, and in my mind I was like, oh my gosh, are you hurt? What happened? I think the what is it called, the pieces of the glass from his windscreen or his windshield, I think some of them injured him, but, you know, nothing too serious. But then I also think that he would be in shock because of, you know, when you're not even thinking that this thing will happen, and then it comes out, it just comes from nowhere, and boom. happens to you. So I honestly don't know how he was able to put himself in order, compose himself, drive himself home, and that was just the end of the day for him, because like I don't know. So that was it. And in my mind I'm like, can this week get any better? Like, can it get any worse, or can it get any better? Because at this point I'm really confused. I don't know what happened. First it was the 4119, and then next it's the what do you call it, the car accident thing. So that was one crazy week for me. I'm quickly going to line my eyes, apply my powder, and then we'll conclude this gist. Okay, I'm going to do my lippy because we want our lips to be given. Okay, so I'll be going in with this red matte lip stain, okay, from Elsa's Pro. Yeah, I'll be going in with this. I really love it, and it's a long wear kind of lip stain. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yes, guys, that is it for my story time. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming. To be very honest, this video is a bit chaotic, so I'm going to try my best to edit it in a way that it makes sense. Okay, I am not done, okay, because you need to see the finished look on me. I will quickly take out this thing, arrange my hair, and then I'll see you in a bit. So guys, this is how we're looking after the makeup. I try to do this pin up here. I try to do it. I don't know if it's looking messy behind, and I honestly do not care. Okay, so yeah, this is how we're looking. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is a friendly reminder that before you leave your house, pray. Okay, cover your day with the blood of Jesus. I'm not saying that I didn't pray, but I think prayer helps. So just pray and commit your day before you move. Okay, who knows, the day or the week would have gotten worse. Who knows? I just can't say. All I have to say is be vigilant and pray. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Love you so much, and I'll see you on our next vlog. Bye. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist. We can get away. Come chase beach views and every day. All I wanna hear is an episode how we play. Sit right next to you.